Kanyaga DCP, Kanyaga hivi.
Anakanyaga nani? Is it the party leader Rigathi Gachagua or Cleopas Malala? Who is it who is bringing all this confusion here?
Wote. Kanyaga hao wote. Paka hiyo candidate wao apate kura 700. Eugene Wamalwa knows how to silence Gachagua in Malaba, Ndakwa of UDA, Faruk. Dawa yao ni moja tu. So which is easier for Eugene? Kutafuta hii dawa rahisi ama kulialia machozi na kuombaomba kina Gachagua?
So dawa rahisi ni gani?
Natembea.
Very good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Candid Talk here on Herman Manyora's YouTube channel. My name is Herman Manyora. It's my pleasure to have you on board on this interesting episode. I'm here with Professor Herman Manyora. Prof, how are you?
Fine.
We are here at 17 Losai. Of course, this is a good studio apartment located here at Ngara. And we are telling our viewers outside there that if you're looking for a good apartment, a prime place located in a secure environment, with access to rooftop and every other facility that you'd require that defines actually a good house and a good investment, then come here at 17 Losai and invest with this particular group. You can call them through the numbers that will be displayed down there, but at the same time you can email them at sales at 17losai.com.
Or get passive income.
Yes. Of course, from as low as 3 million Kenyan shillings, you can get these particular apartments here. But then, of course, if you cannot actually get them directly, then you are free to talk to Prof here. And you're saying that you normally do due diligence before you engage in selling any of these properties.
I cannot talk about things that I have not checked.
Definitely. So, Prof, let's get to the conversation in here. We are looking at a situation whereby Eugene Wamalwa is threatening to bolt out of the united opposition should Cleopas Malala and Rigathi Gachagua fail to withdraw their candidate from the Malava parliamentary seat contest that we are about to actually see. And as we talk, of course, the DCP candidate has been cleared by the IEBC to go ahead and vie. And of course, Seth Panyako of DAPK has also been cleared by the IEBC. How do you actually look at this situation with regards to the development of the DAPK in the Western Kenya region and with the ambitions of Cleopas Malala as well? Is it a contest between Malala and Eugene Wamalwa, or what is it?
These are politicians. Politics is about competition all the time. But we can unpack this thing. We can say it would have been very good for DCP to give way for DAP.
In the spirit of zoning, as they were.
In the spirit of the opposition unity.
Yes.
Trust. If I can't trust you with a small thing like this, how can I trust you with a big thing? And because it looks, with all honesty, that certainly Wamalwa and the Luhya community will be realistic enough to support somebody else for presidency. They are unlikely to be going for it that strongly. They may try, but some point they will be the first to fall out, to kind of surrender to somebody else. So asking for support from DCP in Malaba, surely it's not too much to ask. And I find it in bad taste that DCP should compete with. When they went to Mbere, they agreed to leave to DP. And then they go to Malaba, they cannot agree to leave it to DAP. It's bad, it sends the wrong signal, it affects quest for unity, certainly. Secondly, Eugene Wamalwa should not sulk, should not talk about quitting. Why do you want to quit? Quitters are not serious people. Serious people don't quit, they fight. So instead of quitting, why doesn't he fight? Fight DCP. Vunja hiyo weka kwa kinu, unajua kinu.
Fight who in this?
Weka kwa kinu.
Is he fighting Rigathi Gachagua?
Ponda hiyo DCP uko Malava mpaka it becomes pulp. That's how a man behaves. Not to sulk. But let me give you. Eugene Wamalwa knows how to silence Gachagua in Malaba, Ndakwa of UDA, Faruk, dawa yao ni moja tu. So which is easier for Eugene? Kutafuta hii dawa rahisi ama kulialia machozi na kuombaomba kina Gachagua?
So dawa rahisi ni gani?
Natembea. If he unleashes Natembea in Malava, there will be no contest there. Zero contest. Everybody will run away. People will take off. So Eugene is still trying to defend his position as party leader of DAP. Trying to overshadow Natembea. These ones, he should give way.
Okay.
Atume Natembea. Asiogope Natembea. With Natembea family in Malaba, Ndakwa of UDA will take off. With Natembea in Malaba, Seth Panyako will have the DCP candidate for breakfast, and then have the UDA candidate for lunch. Even Faruk will not step there. I'm telling you, me, I know politics.
But the two have not been seeing eye to eye. Do you think that could be responsible?
But that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I know Natembea has been there. But if Eugene just gave way and be a Natembea, you go to Malaba. Breakfast, candidate were DCP. Lunch, candidate were UDA. But of course, even then, Seth Panyako is winning.
Yeah, and
he's still winning.
And that is why I was actually coming to right now. But then you've just told me here that he should actually make sure that he crashes down DCP.
Kanyaga DCP, Kanyaga hivi.
Kanyaga nani? Is it the party leader Rigathi Gachagua or Cleopas Malala? Who is it who is bringing all this confusion here?
Wote. Kanyaga hao wote. Paka hiyo candidate wao apate kura 700.
Because there is that aspect of Cleopas Malala trying to make sure that
no, I'm telling you, a combination of Natembea with Khalwale, Boni Khalwale na George Natembea, governor Twanzo, in Malaba, they will get over 70% of the votes.
Okay.
Yeah. Just send Boni Khalwale, Natembea, wachia hao hiyo kazi. Watu watakanyagwa kama mama yao akiwaona wanafikiri a trailer has run over them. You look at the DCP candidate, you can't even recognize him.
Okay.
It's like a trailer would have rolled over him. Yeah.
How significant is this, first of all, by-election? Why is it causing a lot of jitters around and people claiming for everything here? Because I see a situation whereby the UDA party wants to retain this particular seat, but there has been that kind of notion that DCP has even lost its ground in Western as well, despite Malulu Injendi being a member of that particular party, and it would be therefore difficult for them to retain this particular seat.
Yeah, there are a number of factors, like not giving Malulu Injendi's son the ticket. That would really have worked, because the sympathy card sometimes works.
Yes.
I don't know what they saw in Ndakwa. I don't know the politics of Malaba. I don't know Ndakwa. I was there recently to do first-hand check. I found out that he has been an MCA and has for a while, for sometimes, and he may be looking at climbing the ladder higher to be an MP, very articulate here and so on and so forth. But I thought, to me, Njendi's son could attract sympathy votes. And we are looking at Gen Z votes and youthful votes. I think would have been better. But nevertheless, they will not win. No, even if they come there. Seth Panyako is already the MP. Yeah. He's only waiting to be sworn in. Yeah.
And it's like you've answered.
But he would have made a statement. If I were Eugene, I would have made a statement by running over Gachagua and Cleopas Malala. Running over Faruk, because that thing is being led by Faruk and Mudavadi. I ran over them. Wakanyagwe kama wakanyagwe na trailer. Unajua trailer ikipitia kwa by the time the last mguu ya mwisho imepitia kwako.
Okay.
Hata mtu hawezi jua wewe ni nani.
From what I understand is that Ndakwa, the UDA candidate, is more popular on the ground, but at the same time, Seth Panyako is here with the DAPK. And then we are looking at now the DCP candidate backed by the person who may actually have some sort of influence in this particular region here is Malala, with respect to DCP. And the UDA candidate here has the full support of Musalia Mudavadi. You understand at that time even Malulu Injendi's son was actually crying foul that the current Prime Cabinet Secretary did not actually support his bid, and that is why he lost even in the UDA primaries. So if at all these people decide to go ahead and run, all of them, don't you see a situation whereby the opposition candidates here are going to split votes, and therefore, in as much as you are saying here that Seth Panyako may actually have an upper hand, then it may be difficult going forward
in
for
the
him.
fullness of time.
Yes.
I have to go back to my phrase. In the fullness of time, Jad has not been reminding me of that. In the fullness of time, before October, it's November 27th.
Yes, yes.
The heat will be generated enough. What you are saying will become clear. Wamalwa will see the seat can leave, can disappear.
Yes.
They can lose. And that's the time he will do what I'm telling him to do now, which is step back, allow Natembeya and Boni Khalwale to run the campaign. There will be no election. There will be no contest there. Zero contest. Zero. Everybody will take off. But so long as he wants to own it himself, there will be a contest in the manner in which you are suggesting that. If UDA is facing two opposition candidates, UDA can either pitia katikati. It's possible because people are now knowing, those who didn't know, that Farouk speaks better Luya than me. He's addressing the people in Kiluya better Kiluya than I can speak. Yeah, because he comes from the neighboring place.
Yes.
He speaks very good Kiluya and he's taken charge. And Farouk is a fighter. Farouk is another Ruto. He's leaving nothing to chance. And the resources will be deployed. So if there is DCP fronted by Gachagua, DAP fronted by Wamalwa, Farouk and his team of Mudavadi, Atwoli and the rest, they can pass through. They can get the candidate to become MP because of the resources and the experienced hands. You know, Atwoli is experienced. Mudavadi is experienced. Farouk is experienced. And if they take this Nandakwa candidate, who is also an experienced politician, and they have all the resources, he can win if DAP share their votes with DCP. That's why it would have been proper from the word go for them to back one of their own. It would have been good. Maybe their calculations they have made that if we didn't have a candidate, those votes will go to Ruto. By way of clans, regions, those kind of things. I'm not so clear about what they have considered. But maybe there's some consideration because we are talking as outsiders. But what I do know, irrespective of whatever arithmetics and mathematics, if Wamalwa steps aside and allows Natembeya and Boni Khalwale to run the campaign in Malava, there will be no contest.
If you look at it this way, then I mean, all these other factors, if we are supposed to avoid the influence of the parties and all that, whom do you think is more or less of the strongest candidate here so far, if you look at all these people?
It goes without saying.
So Seth Panyako here stands up for you.
If people are just look at the best person,
yes,
the most competent, the one with the national appeal, how can you compare Seth Panyako to any of these fellows? How in Mbogagani?
Okay.
These are just severe people. You can't compare Ndakwa to Seth Panyako. Or who else? Mwingine juu anaitwa nani? Huyu wa DCP hata sijui. There is no comparison. Seth Panyako is in the skies. He's a unionist, trade unionist.
Yes.
Of long standing. Heading a powerful union of nurses.
Yes.
He's articulate himself. He's a national figure. In fact, he was a deputy, he was something in UDA. He held a serious national office in UDA in recognition of his power and his abilities. So if you are just to go by the most qualified, Seth Panyako will take it. And I think even the person who would work for the people, being the proper MP in terms of the ability to do what an MP ought to do, I think you can't compare any of this with Seth Panyako.
Okay. So now there's a time we're looking at Boni Khalwale. Of course, he's a senator elected on a UDA party ticket, but then he decided now not to support the UDA candidate after feeling shortchanged because he was supporting Malulu Njendi's son.
Yes.
And then now he's on this other side.
Yes.
And you're saying here now the only thing that is remaining for Seth Panyako to be crowned the new member of parliament for Malava is for the UDA, the DAP party to make sure that the governor of Trans Nzoia, of course, George Natembeya, is brought on board.
With
Khalwale. So looking at a situation whereby we'll have Khalwale on the ground, Natembeya on the ground.
Yes.
Of course.
That's enough. Don't add anything.
I've also seen Peter Salasia.
And Peter Salasia. They will have these guys for breakfast.
Okay.
What, this can you cannot. There will be no match. Said Panyako will get 70% of the votes with Khalwale and Natembea. But even without them, he will get about 55% of the votes.
But with them, victory is assured.
70.
Well, our eyes are on the ground and we are looking at all those by-elections that are taking place in this country across. Of course, there was one in Malava, the other one in Ugunja, and of course, other courts as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll keep you up to date with comprehensive analysis of all those things taking place. And we are more than glad to bring you up to date with comprehensive analysis of all that is taking place in this country. Remember, we've been here. This show has been taking place at 17 Losai. This is a prime apartment here located at Ngara. If you'd wish to invest with them in these studio apartments, whether it is an Airbnb that you want to venture into, then kindly come here and talk to this particular group. They will be able to sort you out. We are glad to remind you that you can pay 10% deposit, then 80% during construction, and then during the handover, you'll pay the remaining 10%. For as low as 3 million Kenyan shillings, you can get a good apartment at this particular place. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to stop for now till we have this conversation again. Have yourself a lovely day. Thank you for watching. My name is Evans Okinyi.